lot of work has been done by Defense Institute of Physiology and Allied Sciences and also by Defense Institute of High Altitude Research Leh. So I will be speaking on behalf of both these institutes what are various biomolecules and how best we can make an application of this plant, especially the leaf, fruits, and oil, so that we can enhance the immunity and can check the occurrence of various disease, especially in the situation like this pandemic, when we feel that the immunity goes down, and as a result, we suffer not only from the main disease but from other complications. So, with this background, I will be speaking on Sivakthol as my talk has been made easier by Dr. Malhotra and Professor Brahmsingh himself. This Sivakthol has tremendous medicinal and nutritional properties. This plant has been used for centuries in the traditional medical system of Asia and Europe, mainly for its nutritional and medicinal value. You see, this tiny berry contains over 190 bioactive compounds. The vitamin C 8 times as compared to lemon and other fruits like oranges. And this is the richest source in the world for omega 7 fatty acids, as Dr. Malhotra also touched upon, and Professor Brahmsingh in his opening remarks mentioned about. And this is the highest. However, there is another plant, macadamia, which is native to Australia. This is next to Sivakthor. As I said, both DePass and Dihar have done substantial work on Sivakthor in DRDO, which was initiated under Charak program. Fruits and leaves are rich source of a large number of bioactive substances. While the leaves are rich in flavonoids, range from 0.83 to 2% in dried leaves, the fruits are rich in various other biomolecules. When we talk flavonoids, this is phenyl benzopyrones, and I was studying day before only. I will just narrate one small story. This contains quercetin, and when this pandemic cropped up in the month of March April, lot of studies, the docking studies, were undertaken by US, Canada, Australia, and other groups. How to prevent the entry of the virus through the receptor ACE, and then once the virus by the way enters in the cell, how to stop the translation. So this quercetin we also tried at DePass, but somehow we missed the bus, though efforts are still going on. Otherwise, it would have been one of the best therapeutic measure, not only to prevent but also to treat the corona affected persons. So this is the beauty of this plant. The leaves also contain carotenoids, free and esterified estrol, triterpenols, and isoprenols. And at DePass, what we have seen that there is marked immunomodulatory, cytoprotective. Someone told the anti-tumorogenic, anti-tumorous, anti-cancerous activity that we have proven in lab under cell lines. Antioxidant, lot of studies by Dihar and DePass have been done, which are on account of ascorbic acid. Tocopherol, vitamin E, carotenoids, several other things, IR, this is quercetin, quercetin, and so many other catechins, proanthocyanins, so many other things are available. It has got antibacterial activity, which one of the labs double is working in biosuits. And antiviral activity, I'll come. We have tested in dengue and other encephalitis virus, influenza. When tested in a variety of immune and cancer cell lines, as I said, and also in vivo using animal models. So we have done in vitro cell lines, we have done in mice and rat models also. The leaf extract not only potentiates the humoral immune response but also the cellular immunity. Both the wings of the immune systems are potentiated, and we thought once when this corona pandemic emerged, why not our country develops something which is providing non-specific immunity for any kind of disease, whether it is corona, whether it is influenza, whether it is SARS, MARS, or any other. So until unless we have got something non-specific, I think we are not in a position to check the spread of these diseases. So this can be one of the measures by which we can provide both cellular as well as humoral immune response boosting activities of Civathon plant. Based on these investigations, an adjuvant is a molecule which when mixed with the vaccine, it not only enhances the efficacy of the vaccine, but also the requirement of antigen in the vaccine is minimized. So this is one of the strategies. In corona vaccine also, we tried that it should be mixed with the vaccine with Bharat Biotech and others. There is eBio in Hyderabad. We are still in the talking with them, and probably a day will come. Then this leaf extract developed as an adjuvant will be mixed with the vaccine and will be utilized. Civathon has tremendous, sorry. Now the fruits are among the most nutritious of all berries, as previous speaker said. Fruit juice is rich in sugar, organic acids, palmitic, stearic, oleic, and various amino acids, essential fatty acids, phytosterol, flavonoids, carotenoids, and vitamins. Vitamin C, vitamin E, and vitamin K. These three vitamins are so important. Vitamin C, as you know, is antiviral. Twice the Nobel Prizes were given on vitamin C. Vitamin E, it is anti-fertility. Vitamin K, this is required for clotting. So particularly in the stressful environment, these vitamins are much more needed to maintain the health along with the mineral elements which are present in the fruits. The fruits are also a unique source of food supplements and have immune enhancing properties. A large number of products based on the fruits like Civathon beverage, apricot. This is apricot and Civathon mixed beverage. Civathon jam, jelly, seed oil capsules have been developed, patented, and technology transferred to many industries for commercial utilization by Bihar, Leh Ladakh. Now I will come to the specific this thing, how this adjuvant which was developed 4 5 years before under the program Charak, and we have gone for transfer of technology to one of the biggest industries located in Hyderabad, which supplies only adjuvant to various vaccine manufacturing companies. So as I said, this adjuvant when mixed with the vaccine promotes the vaccine efficiency while long lasting and sustained immunity with less requirement of antigen. It has got three activities. That's what when we talk about the booster, this will minimize because the memory of the infection the cell have got to mount a boosting immune response lies and vaccine works for a longer duration. The ethanolic leaf extract of Civathon has potent adjuvant activity, as we have seen, as evident with various human and animal vaccines like rabies, Newcastle disease virus, tetanus toxide, diphtheria toxide, Pastorella multocida, etc. Lot of trial multicentric have been done, and especially for the poultry, Newcastle disease, and there is one disease known as hemorrhagic septicemia in animals. This Karnataka government has done a lot of studies. They wanted to have this technology done with DRDO, but because of government to government, there was some hitch. So we could not do that. Otherwise, this would have opened a new vistas in the in mixing of this adjuvant in the vaccine of animal and poultry. Sivoxone leaf alcoholic extract inactivate the live virus. This is another beauty. This inactivates the live virus while maintaining the immunogenicity. Immunogenicity is mounting the immune response. Though it can inactivate, but it can mount the immune response, thus reducing the cold chain maintenance for various vaccines for animals, for human being, where it is very difficult. Now we are finding difficult for corona also how to maintain, how to store these vaccines. So this could be one of the gray areas to mix this adjuvant with the vaccine so as we can minimize the cold chain, and also at the same time it reduces, being the herbal in nature, the carbon footprint. I'll not go into detail with this slide. So many good things with this adjuvant. The adjuvant is safe, enhances high protective antibody response, and the best thing is it modulates Thai 1 and Thai 2. I'll just give one example. Thai 1 is for the cell mediated immunity. Any pathogens, if enters inside the cell, it takes care. And Thai 2, it is for antibody production. And these studies have been conducted, take into consideration lot many inflammatory marker and other cytokines, which prove that this is one of the potential source, potential measure to activate both the arms of immune system to take care of the pathogens. If suppose, by the way, infected cells are not taken care by, then the antibody will come into way and the infection will be eliminated. Facilitating a long-term sustenance of the antibodies, as I said, the duration of the immunity long lasts. Secondary and memory response, that is the vaccine. What the vaccine does, we inject the same pathogen, which is modified one, which is an immunogen. It will not cause the disease. However, when the next time the infection comes, it will mount much vigorous and rigorous immune response. So that is the beauty, and this they reduce the amount of number of the boosters. As I said, can be used as an inactivating agent, thereby opening up the possibility of using this compound at the farm gate level by using the currently available freeze-dried live vaccines, by eliminating the use of cold chain, maintaining maintenance resulting in reduction of manufacturing cost. If we can minimize the maintenance of the cold chain, certainly it will be a cost-effective measure, and particularly for those vaccines which are really used in the far-flung areas where it is impossible to maintain the cold chain, but there are no refrigerator, nothing like that. We have seen no toxicity or any side effect, no muscular damage or any hemolytic effect. Generally, vaccines, they cause heme agglutination, it is not there. Low cost and easy availability, and comparable with commonly available adjuvants like complete fluent adjuvant and alum. Extensive collaboration with pharmaceutical companies as multi-centric trial for evaluation of herbal adjuvant with commercial viral and bacterial antigens has resulted in transfer of technology to an Indian firm, as I said. This Adju Ind. Adju Ind is a company located in Hyderabad which supplies the adjuvant only to human vaccines as well as animal and poultry. And the result have confirmed the high potency of the adjuvant and significantly more this thing at higher animal and poultry use. So DEPAS is interacting with pharma industry to develop a COVID vaccine adjuvant formulations. As I said, when I was director of DEPAS, I interacted through Secretary DRDO. This eBio Hyderabad, they are still in the process of development, but they lagged behind because of some reasons, and they wanted this Sivathon leaf extract as an adjuvant for mixing in this vaccine to enhance the potency. Now, as an antiviral, as I said, I mentioned in my beginning, The leaves are a rich source of flavonoids and have been reported to have good anti-inflammatory agent as evidenced in arthritis model in mice. We developed arthritis model in LPS lipopolysaccharide induced macrophages and as decreased expression of COX-2. COX-2, this is the pain receptor. Whenever there is any inflammation, there is pain, there is fever, this COX will increase. So we have studied thoroughly what are the effect of this leaf extract and also the INOS proteins. This is inducible nitric oxide synthase is one of the key enzyme generating nitric oxide from the amino acid L-arginine. And L-arginine is found abundantly in sea buckthorn fruits as well as leaves also. So nitric oxide is an important cellular signaling molecule. It helps modulate vascular tone. Vascular tone, particularly if we take the high altitude cases, Dr. Chaurasia will be happy to note, it is vasodilatory in nature. We can minimize the hypertension cases. We can maintain the blood circulation, supply of the oxygen to the tissues. It also is insulin secretion, airways tone to have more oxygen inside, and peristalsis to maintain the gut activity, and is involved in angiogenesis, opening of new capillaries when there is hypoxia, and neural development, there is development of the nerves. Potent antioxidant activity, and that inhibited the oxidant induced free radical level. This is the scavenger and enhanced the antioxidant level in the blood. It was found to possess a very strong antivirus activity and wide range of action against influenza and herpes viruses that has been tested in DPAS. Antiviral activity of this Hippuramin, a purified fraction of polyphenol fraction from SBT leaves in respect of influenza virus was observed by its inhibitory effect. So these studies have been done also in human immunodeficient virus in cell culture. It has potential to inhibit the dengue virus activity in host cell with immune functions and inflammation resulting in production of interleukin 6 and tumor, this is TNF alpha, contributing to putative beneficial effect against microbial infection. In dengue virus infection, I will cite one example. Macrophage are the main target, and macrophage are the scavenger cell which neutralize any kind of infection, whether it is viral or bacterial in nature. When there is affection of macrophage, the virus causes microhemorrhages. With the result, the platelets are invited to form a clot, and the number of platelets goes down. So this macrophage, how to maintain their viability? So we gone for the cell culture studies, and we found that in dengue case, when the macrophages are affected, it can revive the activity of the macrophage, and we had one control drug, ribavirin. So it is at par ribavirin, which also maintains this. It also acts as immunobooster, as evident from increase in interferon gamma and other chemokines and cytokines, and has been proven in the cases of immunodeficiency disorders. So this SBT leaf, in brief, I would like to say, may protect the elderly subjects from various opportunistic infections that we have seen in mice and tested it in older mice versus the young mice, and particularly in the era of this pandemic of corona, when the comorbidity there in old persons, this kind of activity can be undertaken and we can protect them from the secondary bacterial infections.